Alright everyone, up next we're going to have Hyo24 running the Satellaview version of The Legend of Zelda. So let's go ahead and get him on over and take it away, Hyo.
Thank you, Elrock, for that introduction. So this is BS Zelda, or as Elrock was saying, it's the Satellaview, Satellaview whatever version, where back in 1995 they were able to upload a new Legend of Zelda game over the internet or over the satellite, and only the Japanese were able to get it. And so basically every week they would upload 2 new levels, and after 4 weeks you would get the full game. So it's kind of the third quest of the original Legend of Zelda, so but with updated graphics, and it's kind of a lot smaller too, so you'll see that. But let's just go on and get into it. So we are gonna start in 3, 2, 1. So the first thing you'll notice, which you may not notice because is I am playing as Zelda instead of Link. You can choose either Zelda or Link in this game, and since you don't get to play as Zelda in any other game, might as well play as Zelda in this one because it is her legend. So in the original Legend of Zelda, for those that have played it, there's a trick with the bomb drops. If you kill the 10th enemy without getting hit with a bomb, you get a bomb drop. Well, in this game, it's just a continuously wrapping, oh, I missed it, wrapping list of drops. So as long as you kill a certain enemy on a certain kill, you'll always get a bomb drop. Well, like 95% of the time. So we're going into level 1 already. But as you can tell, I mean, the graphics are a little bit better, but it's pretty much the original. Like, there's a lot of similarities to the very first one. Level 1 is in the exact same spot. Some of the levels are in different spots, but because they had to reduce the overall map, because they couldn't send out a game with that big of a map, so the overall map is a lot smaller. And also, a lot of the enemies are exactly the same too, so, but with some better characteristics because it's the SNES, so they were able to use a little bit more sprites. So I am doing 100% in this category, so basically we're going to collect all of the items as well as get all the upgrades as well. I'm gonna have to kill, so like as I was saying, the bomb drops, I need to kill 3 guys in here so I know the bomb drops will be on the right pattern when I come to blue guys that will drop the bombs. So I need to kill 1 more of these guys, and then I should be able to get 2 bomb drops if they both drop. So let's see, don't get in my way. Oh man, I'm dying. This isn't good. Alright, hold on. Don't die. Ah, I died. So I turned at the last second there, and his boomerang got me. So a little bit of a rough start already. But that gives us more chance to collect some coins. So that's good, because we will need a lot of coins to buy the biggest shield in the end. Oh man. Alright, let's try not dying this time. We probably do not have the bomb drops anymore. No. Okay, so... Oh, man. So I'm a little behind on bombs. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of bomb. Alright, so you can pick up the keys right there from guys if you just hit them, as long as you get into their hitboxes. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what's going on. Playing like just need to settle down. So a little bit more about this game while I'm going back to the boss. As far as the speed run goes, there's only about 3 of us that actually run this game. So it's a very small board. So if you're ever interested in running this game, it's pretty easy to get a top time. But I am I have the world record for 100%, which was a lot better than this attempt. But it's also because the other guys don't run this, so I'm really the only person with the real attempt on there. So if anybody wants to come take my record, they're more than welcome to. Alright, so we need to make sure we pick up all the hearts after every boss too. Alright, so I'm definitely getting beat up a lot. Sorry. This is not the greatest attempt. But now I'm back on bombs, so that's good. So, in the original game, those Dodongos, if you put a bomb in front of their face and you basically smoke them, you can then sword them and they'll drop a bomb. In this game, you can't. There's no way to do that. So a lot of the things that were in the original Zelda have been taken out. Kind of like, also you can screen scroll in the original one. You can't do that in this one. You can't clip through blocks. Alright, so one of the things about this game when it was released is that you couldn't get past this area until you beat level 2, because you couldn't buy the candle until you beat level 2. So that's how they gated this whole area over here was gated behind that, just because the candle was locked until a certain time. Like when they put this together for people to use later on, back in 2001, they removed all the time gates and they made them level gates. So originally it was you couldn't get there until a certain time, but when they stitched them all together, they made it so that you couldn't get there until you beat level 2. Some other things in this game, when you beat level 5, or I'm sorry, when you beat level 6, you get the Mighty Boomerang. The Mighty Boomerang is actually one of the best weapons in the game, although I won't use it much. It can even kill Wizrobes and other enemies that previously you wouldn't be able to kill. After you beat level 7, you get infinity bombs, so you can use as many bombs as you want. After you beat level 8, you get sword beams, which never go away. So even if you lose health, you'll still get sword beams. So if you saw there, I took a lot of damage. That is because I'm going to do a death warp back to the beginning of the dungeon. It's a lot faster than walking back to the beginning of the dungeon. Alright, so basically we just saved ourselves a little time having to walk back. Thankfully in this game the rules aren't no up and A or death abuse, so we are allowed to do that. So, alright, so we're going to want to try to keep as many bombs as we can. We do have Manhandla, which for those that know Legend of Zelda is one of the more annoying bosses. And so the best way, of course, killing Manhandla is using bombs. So we want to make sure we have enough bombs when we get there in case we missed. So right now we're doing well on bombs, but we don't want to use too many in this room coming up. But we will try to kill these guys as quickly as possible with as little amount of bombs. That was good. We only needed one. So that'll give us 3 bombs for the boss. There is another quest, though I have never played the other quest. But there is a 4th quest I know of from the same kind of era. I will probably look at it someday, but I haven't myself looked at it yet. Oh, come on. Another thing that we take advantage of in this game is called corner clipping, and it just saves a few frames. But oh man, that's not good. There we go. Basically, as you're moving around a corner, if you hit up right before you get to the end of it, you'll actually save a few frames, because it'll shoot you to the right and up a little bit faster. Alright, so we're going to do a little bomb farming here. We want to get back up to 8 bombs before we go into the next area. So let's see where we're at. We got, okay. So this should be a bomb right here. Nope. So that's the, sometimes it doesn't happen. So that was... Alright. We're not getting any drops. Hopefully this is a bomb here. Yes. Alright, we're going into level 4. The big thing about level 4 that you can't forget is there is a bomb upgrade, and it's right after a room with a bunch of pancakes. So you'll actually, it's good that we pick it up because we can waste all our bombs there and then get a full bomb refill right after it, which is great. But if we're doing any percent, we skip that bomb upgrade because it just takes too much time. So during any percent, we want to conserve our bombs as best as possible there. The any percent world record was actually just broken 2 days ago by Ice Blue, and it's 29 minutes and 40 seconds. So it's about around the same time it takes to beat the original too. So it's kind of a nice little nod there. Another thing alright, so this is where we'll use our bombs. we'll actually get 4 bombs after killing that guy, and then we'll use them to kill these guys. But we also need to keep 1 bomb for to open up the wall. I don't know why I picked that up. So that we can get our bomb upgrade. And then we get our ocarina. And as you notice, it's actually the same ocarina that's used in Ocarina of Time instead of the original flute design that was in the original Zelda. And of course that ocarina will be used later on in the N64 for Ocarina of Time. Ah. Alright, so we're going to have a ton of Gyptos. This is also nice while I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong dungeon. So we're going to use our ocarina here, and basically we are going to do some fast, we're going to drop a bomb. Oh, missed it. So we want to drop a bomb, use our ocarina, then switch back to the bombs, and hopefully kill them all. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. I missed. In this game, you can use the L and R buttons to switch between your sub-weapons. And so thankfully, at this point in the game, the bomb and ocarina are right next to each other, so we don't actually have to go into the menu to change them. Alright. Alright, so we're going to get the meat. Then we are going to flute over to level 2 that we've beaten. The next enemy I kill should drop a bomb. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we are good to go. Another nice thing about this game is as we're going in to level 5, which is in a complete different area, but still kind of the same generalized area. It's now above, or in this secret area, but there's a guy right here that sells a potion for 10 rupees, which is like the best deal ever. So we're just gonna go and pick that up. Alright, so once again with these Gyptos, we're just going to use a bunch of bombs because also in this level we are... got a nice drop there. We are also picking up our second and final bomb upgrade, which will get us to 16 bombs for the game, which is really nice because we will need most of them. Getting hit by those guys is okay because your sword comes back. It's the bigger ones where if you get hit by those, then your sword won't come back until you actually get hit by one of the smaller ones. Alright, so we're going to use our meat with this guy here who's hungry. So when we're running this, as far as that picking up the bomb upgrade, there's really no difference between the any percent and the 100% so far, except for picking up that upgrade. We actually don't have a divergence until we get to level 6. So there's a lot of times as you're running, you could actually, if you're having a really good run and you just want to switch to any percent in the middle of the run, you have almost 2/3 of the game before you have to decide that. Alright, so now we got 16 bombs. What we're going to do, we're going to take a couple hits by these guys so that we're setting up a death warp after this room. Maybe. If I do it right and don't die. Alright, we're going to pick this up for safety. Just in case. So now we're getting the ladder. We're gonna death warp out of here. Alright. So we're doing good on money. So we don't have to worry about farming any money, which is nice. We're gonna kill this guy, or kill the boss here, which is a... Uh-oh, I forgot the name of it. It's the guy... it's a Gliok. There we go. Is that? I think that's right. Actually, I don't remember. I'm terrible with names, but that's okay. We're not here for a names lesson. Alright, we're killing these guys to get more bombs, because it's always nice to have more bombs. Oh, missed. Make sure to get that. I'm going to go on and get that just for safety. I'm not sure exactly how my time is going, but with those early deaths, it's not going great. You know what? I'm gonna go get that just for the safety, because it's always nice to have more bombs. Oh, no. That's why we got more bombs. Alright, so in the original game, this guy is a pain because he has so many different movements. In this game, he just goes up in the north and Y direction, and that's it. So he's actually kind of easy. You just stay to the side of him, and he'll never hit you. So it's kind of nice in this game. He's a lot different. And that's it. Much easier. Patra. That's I don't know why I couldn't think that. Thank you. Yeah, so he's much easier in this game. That's for sure. Alright, so we don't need to pick that up again because we already got one. Alright, so after you beat level 5, all of the items in the game in shops are actually now half price. So you wait to buy these extra keys until after you beat level 5, because everything is half price. And we're basically buying keys so that we don't have to farm keys in dungeons. So now we are going to whistle our way over back to 1. We're going to go buy some arrows, and then we're going to go to level 6. And we're on our way over there. We're gonna stop and pick up a 100 from this old man here. Oh, well, now I'm gonna have to go all the way back out. It's okay. We're having fun here, right? And actually, I almost forgot. On our way over to level 6, we're going to route a little bit away from it and pick up the letter and another heart. This is about the only time in the run that area is actually in play. So we'll go that way since it's 100%. So if we weren't doing 100%, we wouldn't have to do all this extra running around. just stopped. I thought he was going to shoot first. We're also going to look for another bomb drop while we're going over there. Hopefully we'll get one. Nope. And then we get the letter in here. Okay, we should be good. As long as I don't kill a red guy. Nope. There we go. Okay. Now we can head to level 6. So this is where the big divergence with any percent and 100% is, because in a normal any percent run, we just make our way straight for the boss. But in 100%, we're going to actually have to pick up the wand, which we don't pick up in 100%, or I mean in 80%. So we use the ocarina to summon level 6, which is kind of a nod to when you summon level 7 in the original in the desert area. Oops. Alright, so normally that room back there we'd actually go right and we'd head straight to the boss. But we are gonna go up this way and get the wand. Take that. That wasn't bad. Make sure. Oh, we probably should have taken some hits there because we are gonna do a death warp out. At this point, I'm not gonna do the death warp out because it doesn't really save that much time. In a normal run, I'd probably set up a death warp here, but we have so much health, I don't want to have to sit here and get hit by bats for half a heart over and over again. I'd rather just run there. It's probably going to be faster since we have full health. I'm not sure what the question is, but yes, I'm playing this on an SD to NES, so yes, it can be played on a flash card. Alright, so now we'll go this way, which is our normal route. We will use the ocarina to actually kill these guys, which is actually kind of nice. Which, in the original game, if you played it on the Famicom, you could actually say something into your controller and it killed them. So another little nice nod. All right, get out of my. Oh no! Come on, die, pancakes. There we go. Of course, they're all in my way. Okay. Hopefully he lines up. Nope. Ah, dang it. And now so far we've gone through the levels 1 through 6 in exact order. We're actually going to change that up, and we're going to go to level 8 first before we go to level 7. The reason we do that is we want the infinity bombs for level 7. It just makes level 7 easier when we don't have to worry about bombs. Don't want to miss our right there. On the way there, we are actually going to pick up the Master Sword. And if you notice, as we were finishing level 6, we got the Mighty Boomerang, which I'll show it off here since this run needs something to... So basically, got a nice little Lionel, and... Hold on. The Lionel can now be killed with 2 shots with the boomerang. It's a pretty nice boomerang. So now we got the Master Sword, we got the Mighty Boomerang. We have plenty of bombs, so we're good there. We are going to pick up 1 more bomb on our way there, and the way we pick it up is it's sitting on an island, and all we have to do is just line up, throw the boomerang, and there we go. We pick it up with the boomerang. This is the best boomerang. Like in the original game, you had to pick up the power bracelet, which we will do right here, which is kind of almost in the exact same spot, you know, right under these things. And then we use it 1 time as we push this rock. That's the only time we use the power bracelet in this run. I don't need that. And we'll go into level 8. And now here's a big thing about level 8 in this game. If you go right here and you push this block, you actually get the silver arrows right away. So you'll notice later on there's a room, and right before the room there's an old man that says the enemy in the next room will show you the way, and it's basically the giant hands sending you back to the first room, and you have to figure out that means to push one of those blocks, which is kind of funny. Get these just for safety. So in level 8 there's actually it's a boss gauntlet, and so as we make our way through here, once we go to the back part of this dungeon, we will actually have to go through basically a gauntlet of all, well, some of the bosses we have fought. Most of the bosses we have fought. We'll start here, and it's a lot easier now with the Master Sword, that's for sure. They go down pretty quick. Patro was no problem. You always have to make sure you have at least 6 bombs when coming through here, because we will have to fight 3 Dodongos, and there's no way to get bombs in this dungeon except for leaving and farming them outside of the dungeon. There's no shops that sell bombs. So here's the old man that tells you where to find the silvers. So, little cheeky fellow there. And there's the... Alright, so I don't want to miss too much. Alright, we're good. Alright, so now we get a much stronger... Okay. Sorry, being a little cautious. There we go. And now we have Manhandla, which we can actually just skip because for some reason the door's just wide open. And then we get 2 of these guys, and that is the end of this dungeon. So there we go. Alright, we just have level 7 left to go. But now that we've beaten level 8, it's our 7th dungeon, so now we get infinity bombs. So now we can just use bombs wherever we want. Oops. Problem is you stop when you use them, so I don't want to waste time. Alright, once again, there's a big route divergence in level 7 when it comes to the any percent and the 100%. The item in level 7 is the red candle, which we absolutely don't need, but in any percent we of course have to pick up. So any percent, you just basically once again run straight to the boss, nothing big. But in this one we have to make our way all the way to the right side and then all the way back. But we'll do a death warp so it goes a little quicker. for those that, once again, remember the original level 7 is a huge dungeon that's very confusing, and it's pretty much the same in this game too. As long as you know where you're going, though, it's not too bad, but it's a pretty big dungeon that is very confusing. Oh man. Oh, that's a good pattern. That actually worked out really well because we took a good amount of hits there. So we actually did want to take hits to set up the death warp after we get the red candle. Alright, we'll take one hit here from this guy, just to be safe. We are picking up the red candle so we can just burn ourselves. Oh, I need... Come on, I forgot to put... There we go. I thought it was an invisible door, but I was wrong. Alright. Another big difference in this game is after we finish all 8 dungeons, we actually go back to the very beginning where we started and got our sword at, because that's where Ganon will be. I'm going to take this just for safety. There actually is no level 9 in this game. You basically just go into the opening screen and you fight Ganon. So that's why you get silvers before you actually get to Ganon, just because there is no dungeon to get the silvers there. We also will pick up the red ring on our way to fight Ganon, and we will pick up our last 2 hearts, as well as we'll pick up the shield as well, the hero shield. Alright, we've got one more manhandler to take care of. So it's nice having these extra bombs, even though he's not cooperating. But you can tell right there, that's why having infinity bombs is really nice. Right. There we go. So now we'll pick up our last few items and we will head to Ganon. So in the original game, once again, Ganon has a set pattern. It's kind of like a figure 8 pattern that he moves. In this one, he moves in all different directions. But the good thing is, now that we've beat all 8 dungeons, is now we have unlimited beam swords. So it doesn't matter where he's at. We can actually use the beam swords to kill him. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So you actually can see where the red ring is during the whole play, because it's right under this guy right here. But you actually can't pick him or pick the red ring up until you've beat level 6. Once you beat level 6, you can actually come here and pick up the red ring. So we could have actually done it earlier, but it's so far out of the way, it's just not a good routing. So we just wait till the end to pick it up. Same with picking up the shield. We need the shield to complete our 100%, but we don't pick it up early because we're always afraid that we'll get eaten by a pancake and lose the shield and then have to buy it again. So as you can tell, it costs 130. We don't want to have to farm that 130 again if we accidentally lose it in one of the dungeons. So that's why we wait to the very end to pick that one up. Yeah, pancakes are no fun. Alright, so now we officially have all of the items in the game. There's nothing we're missing. All we have to do is go beat Ganon. And like I was saying, all we have to do is go back to the starting screen, which is just right over here, and just walk in, and we basically are ready to fight Ganon. Which, I mean, it's kind of not so much fun that you don't get that level 9 experience, but it's also nice that you just immediately go straight into the fight too. So I don't know, it's give and take there, I guess. We only have to hit him 4 times since we have the Master Sword. And we actually can get a free hit if we're able to shoot a beam as soon as we walk in, and before he starts his talking, we get a free hit. I missed. So we're gonna have to hit him 4 times, but that's okay. We've got everything in the book. There's no way he's gonna kill us. So there's 2 hits. So that's a good start. So we'll just park ourselves in a corner and have him come to us, hopefully. There it is. And that is the end of Ganon. So we usually end the game when we rescue the princess, but this time we rescue just a village boy. And then we make our escape through the front door, and that'll be time. Once we leave the front door, will be time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy playing this. Oh, that's time. I definitely enjoy playing this game, and it's a little bit easier than most Zelda games, so it's a good one to first get into. Had a little troubles in the beginning of the game, but not bad at all. So thank you all for watching, and make sure to get your donations in for Feed the Kids, and stay tuned. We got a lot more coming for the rest of the weekend. So thank you all.